Okay, so it's January 18th and it's freezing cold out there. I can't really show the temperature without turning off the camera first, so I'll be doing that right after this. But it's minus 25 right now. With wind chill, it's well into the minus 30s. And I've decided that today would be a great day to sleep in my Quinzhee for the night. I built a Quinzhee in my backyard a few months ago, and I was never really too brave enough to sleep in it, but figured, hey, what the hell, tonight it's going to be freezing cold. We'll see what happens. It's just my backyard, so if I get too cold, I can always come back inside. Yeah, so I'll be recording my thoughts and whatnot on Christine's camera here, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. See if any body parts fall off and whatnot. It's a Friday night. As you can see, it says low minus 35, and if you go down here and read it, it's gonna be clear. Oh, that's great. So we're able to see the stars. Yeah, low minus 35, extreme wind chill minus 44. So I'm gonna be freezing my ass off. There's some information right now. It's only a minus 23 out with wind chill minus 37, so I'm gonna have a cold time finishing off the last little bit of my Quinzhee before I go to bed in it. There's the Quinzhee I built a while ago. Never brave enough to sleep in it. It sagged quite a bit. There's the entrance. It's almost done. All I need to do is just dig out a little bit more. So I best get started, otherwise I'm gonna get really cold. Okay, so the sun's starting to get pretty low. Just barely poking over my fence. No clue what time it is, but this is what I've got so far. You can see I've been using a garden trowel to chop out the inside. Secret is to dig up before you dig out. So you dig out first, and you got a heavy roof on thin walls, and the whole thing will collapse on you. I found that out the hard way. The first time I tried to dig this out, half it kind of collapsed down, so I rebuilt it up. That was a few weeks ago. I'm kind of out of breath right now because this is actually a lot more work than it seems. Not only do you have to dig when you're in a really awkward position, then you have to pull all of the snow out and get it pretty far away from the entrance because there's always more snow to come out. You don't want it piling up there, last thing you want. Then you got a nice ramp to go up as you try and slither out of the Quinzhee backwards. So there's not really enough room in there to turn around yet. Okay, so this is the inside of my Quinzhee. Not sure if it's done yet. As you can see, there's not a lot of room to get in and out here, especially once my sleeping bag is in. That entire entranceway probably blocked by sleeping bag, by down. Up here I've got a, I don't know if I've got the right angle here. I've got an air hole. Can't really see out too all. Okay, there you go. You can see a little bit of my deck stairs. My head was all the way at the end here. My feet are well inside the end, so I might have to make the entrance a bit bigger or dig a second air hole on the left here. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Just a little paranoid about suffocating in the middle of the night. That would kind of suck. One air hole means air can get in or air can get out, but I need both to happen to not die, right? It's actually fairly warm in here. Once you get outside, you could really feel the wind bite into you, but I don't even have gloves on right now. I'm not feeling the least bit cold on my hands. My back's a little cool, but that's because I'm lying on the bare ground. Oh, yeah. Still can't turn around the Quinzhee yet. Got about 1.5 feet of clearance here. And probably about the same from side to side. Not a lot, but it'll give me plenty of room to wiggle around in the middle of the night. Well, it's as you can see, it's now dark. Got my headlamp on, and everything should be nice and cool in there. It's around 10 o'clock now. I was right earlier, it was 5 o'clock, didn't have my watch, but I got one on now, so it's all good, so I know what time it is. It's gonna be awful dark in there, especially even in the morning. I won't know what time it is, so I'll probably end up sleeping 12 hours or more if I didn't know what time it is. It's really freaking cold, so I'm gonna get in there and start warming up right now. My Quinzhee is too small. I wasn't able to negotiate into my liner, so I'm just sleeping on top of it. I can use it as an extra little bit of insulation, kind of random inside the sleeping bag. But yeah, if I turn off the light here, you're gonna see that it is actually quite dark. But there's a little bit. Oh no, I thought there was light there, but it's actually the. Oh, turn the light back on here again. It was actually the just the light of the screen on the camera. Yeah, so the Quinzhee's not that warm yet, and I've been in here for, well, only like 5-10 minutes tops. So this is just about it. I've got a nice pillow happening with all the clothes I took off. Just gonna use that, stick my head on top there. I might even take off the neck warmer because the sleeping bag has got plenty of insulation. Good morning. I made it through the night. It's pretty cold in here still, so I don't think those air holes gave me too much, or they probably did give me too much air is the problem. It brought in all the cold air, and all the warm air probably left somewhere else. As you can see on the ceiling, there's a lot of frost. That's for my breath, and it's actually quite looks pretty good. Some of it. See if I can zoom into a piece there. This is going to make getting dressed a little challenging because all that's going to fall off once I touch it. There's my feet. My feet were pretty cold last night, but that makes sense because they're right outside the entrance. So they were exposed to the full minus 30 whatnot. Yeah, so I didn't really look ahead and foresee how I was going to get dressed again. I just might just make a break for the house because I can always warm up there, take a nice warm bath. Because this frost is going to make things difficult. I'm going to get just soaked if I try and get dressed in here. I can already see with just my talking is causing some of this frost to wiggle around and move. So I decided to get dressed inside the Quinzhee. I actually managed to pull it off. I start off by staying inside my sleeping bag, squinting everything up nice and tight, and then brushing off the ceiling with the top of the sleeping bag, getting rid of all the really big loose bits of frost. Then fortunately, I was able to get my legs up and slide my pants on, and then the jacket was a bit of a challenge because the sleeves kept riding up. But I just got everything on. I still have no mitts on, so my hands are starting to get purple and cold. It's easily minus 30 outside. It's probably only minus 20 in here. Managed to get my boots back on, but like I said, they're like strapping two 2x4s to my feet. They're frozen. Well, now I'm ready to make my desperate run for freedom. Gonna start by bunching my sleeping bag up at the top, going backwards. Made it.